Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Enjoy English Talks, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Judy.
Hello, Judy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jake. How are you today, Judy?
I am excited today, thank you. My friend is having a birthday next week, and I am helping to plan a small party. And you, Jake, how are you?
I am great, thank you. I went to a party last weekend, but we had a funny problem.
A funny problem? What happened?
My friends and I couldn't agree on the music. One friend wanted rock music, another wanted pop music, and I wanted jazz.
3 friends, 3 different ideas.
Yes, nobody agreed. It was hard.
Well, that is perfect, because today we are talking about how to agree and disagree in English.
Agree and disagree? Oh, that is a really useful topic.
Yes, when you talk to people, sometimes you have the same idea, you agree, and sometimes you have a different idea, you disagree. Today we're going to learn how to say both in English.
I like this. Let's do it.
But first, we have a small request.
Yes, if you like our podcast, please click the like button.
Please subscribe to Enjoy English Talks.
And share this episode with your friends and family.
Thank you. It helps us so much.
We love our listeners.
Okay, now let's start. Jake, let me give you a situation. You and I are planning a party together. We need to decide many things: the food, the drinks, the music, the time.
Okay, like a real party.
Exactly. And when we plan things together, sometimes we agree and sometimes we disagree. So let's learn the phrases first, then we can use them to plan our party.
That sounds fun.
Let's start with agreeing. When someone says something and you think the same thing, you can say, I agree.
I agree. That is simple.
Yes, very simple. Agree. A-G-R-E-E. Agree. It means you have the same idea.
Okay, what other ways can I agree?
You can also say, I think so too.
I think so too. That means I have the same thought.
Exactly. To at the end means also. I think so too. Another easy one is me too.
Me too. I use that a lot already.
Yes, you do. Me too is very common. You can also say, that's true.
That's true. So that means the other person is correct.
Yes, and one more. You can say, you're right.
You're right. I like that one.
So let me say them all together. When you agree with someone, you can say, I agree, I think so too, me too, that's true, or you're right.
5 ways to agree. That is a lot.
It is, and you don't need all 5. Even 1 or 2 is enough. The important thing is that the other person knows you have the same idea.
Okay, can we try? Can you say something and I will agree?
Sure, here we go. I think pizza is the best food for a party.
I agree. Pizza is great for a party.
Perfect. Let me try another one. I think we should start the party at 7 o'clock.
I think so too. 7 is a good time.
Very good. One more. Music makes a party more fun.
That's true. A party without music is boring.
You are a natural, Jake. You used 3 different phrases.
Thank you, Judy. This isn't so hard.
Good. Now let's learn the other side, disagreeing.
This one is harder. I don't want to be rude.
And that is a very important point. In English, we try to disagree politely. Politely means in a nice and kind way.
Politely. 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 So we don't just say, no, you are wrong.
Exactly. We don't say, you are wrong. That is too strong. That can hurt the other person's feelings. Instead, we use softer phrases.
Okay, like what?
The first one is, I'm not sure. This is very soft. You aren't saying no, you're saying maybe, maybe not.
I'm not sure. Okay, that is gentle.
Yes, very gentle. The next phrase is, I don't think so. This is a little stronger. You are saying that your idea is different.
I don't think so. Okay.
And here is a very useful one. Actually, I think, and then you say your idea. For example, actually, I think we should have cake, not cookies.
Oh, I like that. You give a different idea. You don't just say no.
Exactly. You are offering something new. And the last soft phrase is maybe, but. This one is very nice. You first show that you hear the other person, then you share your different idea.
Maybe, but... Okay, so maybe, but I think 6 o'clock is better.
That is a perfect example. You said maybe first so the other person doesn't feel bad.
This is really helpful. So let me see. To disagree politely, I can say, I'm not sure, I don't think so, actually, I think, or maybe, but...
You got it. 4 soft ways to disagree.
Can we practice?
Of course, I will say something about our party and you disagree. Ready?
Ready.
I think we should play very loud rock music at the party.
I'm not sure. Some people don't like loud music.
Good. That was very polite. Here is another one. I think the party should be on Monday night.
I don't think so. Monday is a work day. People will be tired.
Very good. And one more. Let's make the party outside in the park.
Maybe, but what if it rains? Actually, I think inside is safer.
Excellent. You even used 2 phrases together. Maybe, but, and then, actually, I think. Very natural.
I'm getting good at saying no politely.
You really are. Now, Jake, there is one more level. Sometimes you really agree, and sometimes you disagree a little more strongly, but still politely.
Okay, how?
When you really agree, you can say, I totally agree. Totally means 100%.
I totally agree. That is strong.
Yes, and you can also say, absolutely. That means yes, for sure.
Absolutely. I like that word.
And for stronger disagreeing, you can say, I really don't think so. The word really makes it stronger.
I really don't think so. But that is still polite, right?
Yes, it is still polite. You aren't saying you are wrong, you are just saying your idea more strongly. But be careful, don't use this one too much. Keep it for important moments.
I understand. Use the strong ones only sometimes.
Exactly. Now, are you ready for the fun part?
The fun part?
Yes, let's plan our party, a real conversation. We will agree and disagree on everything, food, drinks, music, and more.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's do it.
Okay, first, the food. I think we should have sandwiches at the party. They are easy to make.
I agree. Sandwiches are easy, and everyone likes them.
Good, we agree on that. What about pizza? Should we have pizza too?
I totally agree. A party needs pizza.
You are very serious about pizza.
Always. Pizza is life.
Okay, sandwiches and pizza. Now, what about a cake?
A birthday party needs a cake, that's true. But I think chocolate cake is the best.
Actually, I think vanilla cake is better. More people like vanilla.
Maybe, but chocolate is more fun.
You think chocolate is more fun?
Yes, chocolate is always more fun.
Okay, let me think. How about this? Half chocolate, half vanilla.
I agree. That is a great idea. Everyone is happy.
See, when we disagree, we can find a middle way, a compromise. Compromise means we both give a little.
Compromise. C-O-M-P-R-O-M-I-S-E. Compromise. I like that word.
Good. Now drinks. I think we should have juice and water.
I agree about the water, but I think we also need lemonade. I love lemonade.
That's true. Lemonade is perfect for a party. I agree. Juice, water, and lemonade.
And coffee?
I'm not sure about coffee at a party. People drink coffee in the morning or afternoon. A party is in the evening.
Maybe, but some people really like coffee, like me.
Okay, we can have a small pot of coffee for people like you.
Thank you, Judy. You are very kind.
Now let's talk about music. This is always the hard part.
Yes, like my story at the beginning. Nobody agrees on music.
I think we should play pop music. It is fun and everybody can dance.
I don't think so. Pop music is okay, but I think jazz is better. Jazz is relaxing.
But people want to dance at a party. Jazz is too slow for dancing.
Actually, I think some jazz songs are fast, but I understand. Maybe, can we play a little jazz too?
How about this? We play pop music for dancing and then some jazz music when people are eating and talking.
I totally agree. Pop for dancing, jazz for eating. Perfect compromise.
See, we used our phrases again. You said, I don't think so, and then actually, I think, and then maybe, but, and we found a compromise.
This is really working.
Let's do one more. Decorations. I think we should use blue and white balloons.
Actually, I think we should use yellow and green. They're more cheerful.
I don't think so. Blue and white look very pretty together.
Maybe, but yellow is a happy color. It makes people smile.
You're right. Yellow is a happy color. Okay, how about yellow, blue, and white?
Absolutely. I love it. 3 colors.
Another compromise.
We are very good at compromising.
We are. Okay, 2 more things to plan. What time should the party start?
I think 6 o'clock is good. People can come after work.
I'm not sure about 6. People need time to go home and change clothes first. Actually, I think 7 is better.
Maybe, but some people live far away. If we start at 7, they arrive at 8.
That's true. You're right about that. How about 6:30? Not too early, not too late.
I agree. 6:30. Good compromise.
And one last thing. How many people should we invite?
I think we should invite a lot of people, like 20 or 30.
I really don't think so. 20 or 30 is too many for a small apartment. Where will everyone sit?
Actually, you're right. A small apartment, maybe 15?
Maybe, but I think 10 is the perfect number. We have enough food, enough chairs, and enough space.
I'm not sure. 10 is very small. Maybe 12?
12. I agree. That is a good number. Not too big, not too small. I like it.
Another compromise. 12 people, 6:30, half chocolate, half vanilla cake, pop and jazz music, yellow, blue, and white balloons.
We planned the whole party, and we practiced agreeing and disagreeing in every part.
This was the best English practice ever. I planned a real party and learned English at the same time. I love this.
And do you see what happened in our conversation? We disagreed many times, but we were always polite. We never said, no, you are wrong. We always gave a reason and tried to find a middle way.
That's true. It feels good to disagree nicely.
And that is the key. In English and in life, it is okay to disagree, but how you disagree matters.
How you disagree matters. I will remember that.
Now, let me give you a few small tips before we finish. First, when you agree, you can nod your head. Nod means to move your head up and down.
Like this. Yes, yes, yes.
Exactly. It shows the other person that you understand. Next, when you disagree, smile. A smile makes your words softer.
So I smile and say, I don't think so.
Yes, much nicer than saying it with a serious face. And here's another one. Always give a reason. Don't just say, I disagree, say why.
So instead of I disagree, I say, I don't think so. The party is in the evening.
That is much better. The other person understands your idea. And one more thing. If someone disagrees with you, don't feel bad. It doesn't mean they don't like you. It just means they have a different idea.
That is a good point. Disagreeing isn't fighting.
Exactly. Disagreeing is just talking about different ideas. It is normal. It is healthy.
These tips are very useful.
Okay, let's review.
Yes, let's see what we learned.
Today, we talked about agreeing and disagreeing in English.
Yes, to agree, we can say, I agree, I think so too, or me too. Also, that's true, and you're right.
Good. And to disagree politely, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Or maybe, but...
And for stronger feelings, I totally agree, or I really don't think so.
Perfect. You remembered everything. And the most important thing? Always be polite. You can disagree and still be kind.
That is so true. I learned a lot today.
I loved hearing your thoughts today. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thank you so much for listening to Enjoy English Talks.
Yes, thank you, everyone. It was fun.
Please subscribe to Enjoy English Talks
Give this episode a like.
and share it with a friend.
Now, we have a question for you today.
Yes, please leave a comment below.
Tell us, do you agree or disagree? Pizza is the best party food. Write I agree or I don't think so and tell us why.
We would love to read your answers.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English.